Hi, everybody. How are you? This is Babbitt from B&B with an In the Meantime share. And this is about reset. Push that reset button. And we oftentimes have to do that. I know I do it maybe a couple of times a year. And I wanted to share something that will give you or help to strengthen your inner strength, your mindset, because of course we know whatever you put in there, that's what you're going to manifest. But every night before you go into dreamland, or you do your routine, whatever that is, and before you just finally close your eyes to go to sleep, you need to clear your energy and ask God to take away all that negativity that you ran into during the course of the day. So if you met people who were, full of drama or sharing their stories or whatever, and you took on some of that, it could be that you're feeling more exhausted than normal because of that negativity or any kind of experience that you've had through the day. If you've had disagreements, whatever, just ask God, the universe, however you label it for yourself, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, clear your energy before you go to sleep. Because what that will do is to then empower you, and you'll be able to, when you wake up in the morning, feel more refreshed, more clear. And then you can build on that so that your intuition will continue to be strong, and really good. And in part, that's like, it'll help you to be more self-correcting. Like I try to be self-correcting. It's not, I'm not the best at it, but I really try. Once I identify the issue or the problem that is really upsetting me or bothering me or whatever, and of course it always involves another party, and sometimes it's just yourself because you monkey wrench things, right? But once you identify that and you know how to correct the problem, what your bottom line issues are and your needs are, you can work on correcting that problem. Because the thing is, this life is not, to me, it's meant to be that wherever you are in life, whoever you meet, whatever the relationship is, you're always learning lessons. We are always learning lessons from one another. Whether you succeed at learning the lesson or not, of course, is totally up to the individual. But just consider this now. If something is presented to you in such a way that you're uncomfortable with it and you don't want to deal with it or whatever, that's one thing. But when something happens and you take full accountability of your shadow side, because we all have a shadow side. Many of us, or many energies, I should say, want to ignore our shadow side, make believe we don't have one. Well, we do. We really do. And we have to be responsible for that shadow side. I mean, it's like my ego. I have a huge ego. And I've told you this before, that I keep her locked up, always walking behind me, because that's the safest place for her to be from my perspective. Anytime you let your ego get involved in any situation, especially when you're growing and you think you're all that, in a bag of chips because you got a little bit of power, or you got a little bit of this or a little bit of that, I'll tell you what, God will pull the rug from under you so fast to make your head spin. So in order for me to quell my ego, I keep her always walking behind me and keep her quiet, And when she does come up, I literally, on purpose, bring her on board, because I need my ego sometimes in different scenarios. But when that's not the case, and I'm dealing with my shadow side, and I've done something wrong or irritating to someone, and I recognize that, I literally take responsibility and I try my best to correct it. Now, whether or not that's agreeable to someone else, that is not my problem or my issue. That's their issue and their problem, because we all have traumas. We all have things that we're working on. I don't I don't personally know any person, any human being on this earth that's perfect. And God knows I know I'm not. But, I don't want to be perfect. I just want to be fair and equal. I want to be fair, and I want to do the right things in my life so that I can have that peace. And part of having that peace, particularly for an empath like me, I give so much of my energy. I'm even learning to not overgive, because I'm an overgiver. I swear, I'm not kidding. I give so much of my energy, it's not even funny. So by the end of the day, I'm pretty exhausted. So before I literally, and I do this, I try to do it all the time. There are moments, that I miss. There are nights that I miss doing this. But I realized that recently, and I said, I'm going to get right back on track with this, which is why I want to share it with you. This morning, I woke up at like 3:45, and I started writing and thinking and all of these things. And I thought, oh my God, definitely must share this. The idea that before you, close your eyes and go into dreamland, ask God, ask the universe, or however you label your spirituality, just release and let go of the negativity from the day. Regain your power and your strength. That's when you regain your energy during your sleep. So it makes perfect sense to work on this before, along with the rest that you need, whether it's 8 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. And I realize that some people have insomnia. And if you have insomnia, oh my God, my heart goes out to you, because, oh my God, if I had insomnia and I couldn't sleep, like the night before last, I couldn't sleep, but I couldn't sleep because I had something very real on my mind, feelings that were very real to me that kept me awake. And it really was bothering me, so I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. And I overthink sometimes. So I'm trying to learn not to do that. Otherwise, I'm a great sleeper. But when you fortify yourself at night, when you release all the negativity from the day. In fact, I was just talking to my class, and we were laughing and joking because I lay hands on people in my class, and it takes an awful lot of energy for me to do that, emotional, mental energy. And what do I mean by that? This is a yoga class. It's chair yoga, and it's quite wonderful. I'm very interested in our necks, because a lot of us carry so much stress here and in our shoulder line. So as I am at the end of the class, talk them down to relax, I go over and help people to stretch their necks and manipulate, the back of their necks, and help them to really release, relax, and let go. And that takes a lot of energy. And in the process of doing that, I pick up, because I'm very sensitive to anybody's energy. I can walk in a room and really sense what's going on, or who is feeling up, who's feeling down. And so I take on a lot of energy. So I really have to work on never, ever forgetting at night to release and relinquish anything that I picked up during the day, so that I can come back to center and be ready for the next day. Certainly, I know that this is resonating with someone out there. At least I hope it does. And if it does, just remember, before you totally, completely close your eyes to go into dreamland, get rid of all the negativity, and wake up more refreshed and more capable, more intuitive, and more able to greet the day. And when you're like that, the choices you make, the decisions you make are more clear, and you won't have to walk anything back. You know what I mean? You're going to do what you need to do, because you've made the right decision with the right mindset, if that makes sense. So everybody have a great day. That's my in the meantime share. And I hope that you will all be inspired. And if this resonates, great. And if it doesn't, maybe the next time, the next share will. Okay? Have a beautiful day and be inspired, everybody. And I'll see you next time on In the Meantime. Bye-bye for now.